Hey lovers, the mother here. Welcome to Panic the Mother Loves Company from Panic HQ Ibiza. Lovers, welcome. You lack boundaries. I lack boundaries. I'm actually trying to work on that. Oh my God, everything's such a shit show. My kind of thing of like my panic, I guess, of my week has been, and this is going to sound a bit Dear Diary, but I haven't done anything for months. I mean, like, I have no social life. I'm surprised I even have any friends left because I don't even blow anything out now. Most of the time I don't even get invited. But if I do, I end up not being to commit because this is basically my world. And I think it's like accepting that you have to give up a season of your life to get to the other side. But it's really hard. And I've never committed as much as I've committed now. Like, I live in fucking Ibiza, okay? There's something going on all the time. There's events, there's parties, there's shit continuously going on. And sometimes I felt really like a bit bratty, a bit resentful, a bit like it's not fair and that people don't understand. But why should they understand? Why should they give a fuck as well? Like, it's not anyone else's problem. But it's felt quite isolating, and I have found it. This summer's been hard. Okay, it's been really hard. I haven't done anything. Like, I love a cognac. I like having a beer. I like seeing my friends, and I've done none of that. And even like a couple of comments of like, you're like a stranger to me now, only in jest, Brett. I know you're joking, but it is that thing. It is like, that's how much I disappeared, because the reality of doing anything that you're trying to build, you have to fucking completely commit to it. And I have children, so in my time when I'm not working, I'm parenting, but even that's been a fucking joke because I feel guilty on them. It's a continuous thing of feeling like you're not giving enough to anything. Even the business is like, look, I feel like it's like a poor me thing, but I want this to be more of maybe a thing that you think, okay, you can do this. You can do this. You can give up a season of your life. You can talk to your friends. The people that are around you will understand why you're doing it. And if they don't understand, then that's probably maybe an indication of your friendship, because I'm starting to I will have a bit more time. And once I get better systems in place, it will be better. But this week's been fucking hard, and I felt really sad because my friends have been out and I can't. And I really genuinely can't. I can't have a hangover. I physically can't do it. There's so much to do. And I just guess that is a sacrifice, and you can't get anything without it. And we don't see it enough. And I think living in Ibiza is a magical party island where there's naughtiness at every fucking corner. And I've not been naughty at all this summer. And I feel brilliant for it, to be honest. I do feel brilliant. I'm so proud of myself. But at the same time, friendships are important to me because I only have I have a tiny circle, and I've felt very guilty and bad. And I guess it's having boundaries. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Your lack of them, babe. Boundaries, babe. And why yours most likely suck. For anything like me. Mine sucks for many years. We're not taught about boundaries, and I'm gonna chat about. Well, I think with boundaries, the thing is, so I've spoken about boundaries before, but not had long enough to really, I guess, go into them. And I think it can come across that my advice isn't just to cut people without having a conversation with people. So for me, we just think, what is a definition of a boundary? For me, it is that you have voiced, this is a key point, okay? You have voiced a boundary. So you have told someone, workplace, friendship, your lover, whatever it is, that they've crossed something that you don't like, or something's happening that's making you feel uncomfortable. You have gone to them and you have told them that this isn't okay and this makes you feel a certain way, and you've asked for that to change, okay? And they have agreed, another key point here, that they understand that and they're willing to make a change on that. That to me is what a good, healthy boundary looks like. Someone crossing your boundary is they repeatedly, after you've told them that, go against it. That's when I think life's too short. We need to cut these fuckers fast. I really have learned the hard way. And this is coming from someone, myself, I am someone, years of tolerating stuff. Or worstly, knowing that things will happen and feeling uncomfortable, but still letting it happen. And I do think it comes with age. Your boundaries strengthen as you get older because your friendship circles shrink. You tolerate less in general. I think that is quite a key thing. But I really do think that, look, it comes back on you. What are you tolerating? Most likely you will get, and that needs to be a healthy thing, not something that's really unhealthy. So a really key example. So example of the boundary is a friendship, and they keep doing it. What are you going to do then? It's back on you. Are you going to either just tolerate it, so therefore you've let your boundary slip again, or you're going to tell them again, and then they do it again, and then again, and again? Who's got the problem then? I don't think it's the person that's crossing the boundary, because they're just pushing their luck. It's you that's tolerating it. So we have to learn how to have stronger boundaries, and also know when to not insert yourself into different problems that aren't really yours. So I was so good at this. I was so good at being involved in either drama or other people wanting to help people. I guess it's people pleasing, or not really knowing what was going on in my own life, or feeling happy. I did slide into other people's problems quite easily and try and help, but before you know it, you're not helping, you're actually just crossing so many boundaries. So you need to be aware of the ones that you set, but also that other people have. And I think every relationship will have a different boundary. You're going to act differently at work to how you're going to do with your best friend, or your parents, or your children, or your husband. Like, everyone's going to have different boundaries. But ultimately, I do think boundaries fall on you. And I think when people kick off about stuff, and when I actually talk to them and get to what's going on, it's you're tolerating it. So why are you expecting a different result? It's insanity. Like, do you just keep smacking your head against the wall and then be like, oh my God, I got a bruise? Like, of course you got a fucking bruise. Like, and I did this for years. And I think as well to be careful that you can set boundaries, and then before you know it, it can creep back in again. That's happened to me before as well. And I think, well, I started off with this really good boundary, and now we're back into this situation again where it's kind of been crossed and it's just not been said. So I think having strong boundaries is ultimately falls on yourself, and it falls on knowing yourself and getting the confidence to be accountable for what you want, like saying what you want, basically. Like, if you're just going along with other people, I think that is what we're taught a lot of the time. We're not really taught how to speak up for ourselves, and we're taught to put everyone's comfort first in general. And I don't think this is even just a woman thing. I think this is just everyone, where we're always so nice. You don't have to be so nice. You can be kind, but you don't have to be nice to everyone. There's a difference. And your niceness doesn't really get you far, because people will just take what they want from you, and then you can't get upset when you're not feeling appreciated or something like that, if you're over committing to everyone and everything. So with a healthy boundary, it's really knowing what your boundaries are, saying no to something and sticking to it, and being okay with people feeling a bit uncomfortable with you. Like, when you first put in boundaries, it can piss people off, but you're only going to piss off the right people that you want to piss off. Well, because if someone's getting annoyed with you for putting in a boundary, then they shouldn't be around you in the first place. Most people will be like, okay, you know what? I actually didn't even realise I was doing that. I'm really sorry, and that won't happen again. Most people will do that. And I think there's so many levels of boundaries. It could be tiny little things like, can you not fucking call me after X time in the evening or whatever, yeah? Although, just put your fucking phone on silent. It's a shit example. Or there can be bigger boundaries, like serious ones in relationships. But ultimately it's up to you what you tolerate. So yeah, I do think it's healthy to cut people off faster if they're repeatedly crossing a boundary. I think we're all so over therapized now. I do it to myself when I'm like, oh my God, just stop, Claire, for fuck's sake. It's not that much. It's not as dramatic as I'm making it out. Like, you can have a conversation with someone and you can not agree with what they're saying and you can both move on. It doesn't have to be this big thing. So I just think with like the word boundaries and having a lack of them, it's ultimately we're not taught how to have them. So just get the basics right. Stop saying yes to things you don't actually want to do. Concentrate on how you want your life to look and feel. It's a lot easier to have a boundary in the first place than to try and put one in later. So how to respectfully set boundaries, how to tell someone how you're really feeling it's all about how you communicate that. So we don't want to go in and be too sassy. And I think you need to think, depending on who you're sending this to, talking, whatever way you're doing it. But depending who you're talking to, whether it's a work situation or a friend, you already know your relationship with them and how your kind of flow of conversation is. I think also bear in mind, give people the benefit of the doubt if it's the first time you're talking to them. They generally may not have any idea that you feel like that. So if that's the case, then we do this a lot, but that's what I mean about how I would give too much and then be upset when I wasn't rewarded for how much I was giving, but no one even asked me to do it in the first place. And then I'm angry at someone for not rewarding me for doing something I wasn't even asked to do. I don't actually know what that behaviour is, to be honest. But I did a lot. So, okay, I think obviously lead with kindness. Give people the benefit of the doubt and lead with kindness. So if you're trying to communicate to a friend that you're uncomfortable by their behaviour or something, I use a lot of filler words, babe, lover. You're lovely. I love our friendship. But, and try and not use the word but, because it takes away what you've just said. I really love our friendship. However, there's a few things that have lately been making me feel uncomfortable. And I know that you're probably not even aware of this. So I feel a bit even uncomfortable bringing it up. But I want to bring it up because I want our friendship to be better. You say what it is. And then if you've said it in a respectful way, it really is on them how they take it. Give them time to process. Everyone processes stuff differently. Ideally, just step away, give them time, unless they want to talk about it straight away. Give them time to process, and then you can re-talk about it. Once you've set that boundary, hopefully your friend will be like, absolutely, fuck, sorry babe, I did not know that you hated me doing that. I'm going to stop sleeping with your husband. Whatever it is, okay? And you can move on. And then it's just a case of, if it happens again, that's now on you. You've told her about it, or he, or whoever the fuck you're talking to, and they've crossed your boundary. Maybe you need to say to them, look, babe, we spoke about this and you've done it again. And I would put them in your red flag box. Don't actually put them in a box, but put them to the side. Think about that they've crossed a boundary and maybe the friendship isn't what you thought it was. Maybe you talk to them again, but don't go over 2 times. If you're having to assert yourself more than twice, I do think you just need to place the friendship where it belongs. And maybe it's not the kind of friendship you thought it was, but all friendships can look different. Not everyone needs to be your fucking ride or die. So you can have friendships in many different ways. And I think it's really just being respectful. Unless the respect is not there the other way around, you always lead with kindness. Don't be over nice. Don't apologize for having these things in the first. Don't. If you say, this has really been bothering me, but I'm so sorry. Don't apologize, for fuck's sake. Don't apologize. It's the same in a work environment. Like, most people at work are normal humans who are all trying to learn how to work together, how to run a business. Everyone's trying to do their own thing and everyone comes at it from different things. Again, kindness, and it should be dealt with properly. And if it's not, then again, you need to lead with that again and be like, this isn't dealt with in a professional way. So you need to talk to them about that. But in general, it should be addressed. And I think we hate feeling uncomfortable. That feeling in your body when you know that you're about to say something or you said something and you worry that someone's not going to like you. It's such a hard thing to sit with, and we're taught to not sit with it. So rather than sit with it, we will just keep doing something to make someone else happy when we're dying inside, which is crazy. So maybe you need to get used to feeling a little bit uncomfortable, because tolerating that level of uncomfort will only make you stronger. And I promise you, it will not last. That feeling won't last. So go crack on with some bad ass fucking boundaries, babe. Lovers, welcome to the Panic Hotline, the most unhelpful helpline you're ever gonna love. Have you any tips for when you're feeling blocked creatively? Don't stress about it. That sounds really stupid and easy, but I find if I start stressing and spiraling, because sometimes I think, oh my God, I'm not creative, I can't think of anything. You know what, I die, that doesn't happen. My brain's currently in the opposite thing where it's full on, but I've definitely had it where it's kind of gone into that nothing's coming and you think, oh, maybe I'm not creative and things like that. I just think maybe you're human and our brains just need to chill. Go and be bored. Like, if you're just continuously doing stuff to distract your brain, you won't think of any new ideas. Also, go have fun and create some ideas. So I definitely think going out with your friends and family and doing stuff creates good stories, creates creativity. Let yourself be a bit bored, not continuously trying to do things and create things, just giving yourself some space to be okay. Be chill with it. Tell your brain, we'll chill. I don't care that it's not coming up with anything, and it will. It's that if you put more pressure, it's not going to. But I've definitely had it before where you just feel a bit like, fuck, like what if I'm actually not like good at this, or what if I don't ever have a really good idea, or whatever it is you're trying to come up with. Generally just taking it chill, taking some pressure off yourself, and I hope it comes back, babe. How do you manage financial stress? I don't know. I don't manage financial stress. It's stressful. I don't know if you're referring to the business or in general, but I'll give an answer for both. It's incredibly stressful. I lose sleep over it. I panic about it. I don't talk about it online because I just think it's not going to help anyone. And I try and keep stuff where I can lead with example what I've been through. And I'm currently in the shit shows of a startup. That's scary. We're pissing money on staff, on production, on everything. But this is how you have to, this is what being a startup is. It's scary and uncertain. And that affects me financially in my personal life as well. It is what it is. It's stressful. I do think we need to learn more financial literature. And that's the journey I'm on. I want to be a money bro, but girl. And I want to understand a lot more about it. Also, I want to get better at asking for money. Not just in general. Give me money. I would though. That's my plan B, by the way. If this all goes wrong, my feet are going on the internet. But in general, getting better at understanding your money. Don't run from it, because then you're just going to get yourself in a right fucking shit show. But it scares me as well. I don't know. I don't handle it. I'm trying to do the best I can. But generally, ducks in a row again with that vibe. One step at a time to figuring out your finances, and do what you can with what you have. And keep looking to the future of how you can grow what you have. But I'm definitely not a money expert. I'm the opposite. I am irresponsible. And I would happily drop silly amount of money on a silly bag for a moment of happiness in every colour. And I'm not good at it. So in fact, don't ask me that question. I give terrible advice on that. He's ghosted me twice. Now he's trying to come back for another go. What should I do? I mean, you shouldn't twice, which means you've not learnt the first time. So again, I feel like this is a you problem. And I mean that with love. But if it's already happened once, it's happened again, there's not a third option. If you're even entertaining a third option, then What the fuck, babe? Okay, have some self-respect and dignity. Why at the moment? Why is there so much shit online about dating and stuff? What the fuck's wrong with everyone? I just don't even understand it. Stop letting people walk over you. Twice is enough, okay? No third time. Go be a sassy baddie, okay? Go be a baddie. How do I reach my dream of being an international musician, but with 3 kids? I mean, not again my expertise, music industry. The 3 kids isn't really it's not really an element, is it? Like I don't think that's an element. It does make life more tricky. My God, it does. But maybe it should be a driving thing as well. Or maybe I'm going to get cancelled for saying that, and all the mums are going to go, "Oh, it's so hard. Oh my God, I know it's so hard. I know that. I do know that." What I mean is, I'm fucking burying myself here. What I mean is, don't use that as an excuse, because it's not going to make any difference to your outcome. It's only going to affect it. So you've got 3 children. Amazing. Use that to drive you rather than to feel like it holds you back. Get your ducks in a row. Figure it out. And as far as obviously the industry, I have no idea about. But as far as making dreams come true, I mean, not that I'm a fucking know about that either, but keep going. I mean, fucking keep going, babe. Keep going. Keep being consistent. Keep getting your ducks in a row step by step, and don't fucking give up. Simple as that. Like, if you want it, then go and get it. It's yours. I'm nearly 33 and just found out I'm autistic, and it's a lot. Please help. Oh, welcome, babe. I get it. I mean, I get it. You know, there is such a thing of regression when you find out that you're autistic. When you get diagnosed, it's legit. It's a thing, and it's because this is what I did. I suddenly started going around the world, going, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my fucking God," to everything. I couldn't believe that the way I saw, felt, and heard and experienced the world wasn't how everyone else did, and it literally fucked with me so badly. I generally couldn't understand that that's not how other people process, act, and just everything. So take your time and be okay with maybe feeling like you're going backwards a bit. I think what happens if you become very self-aware of everything that you do now, and you start to almost compare it to like an autism textbook, where you're like, "Oh my God, I do that, oh my God," and it's just your brain putting together the fact that you're in your 30s now and you found this out, and it's a continuous thing of, "Oh my God," and you have to let your brain process and allow yourself some grace. I did this, and then it kind of settled, and now I don't think about it. But I did do it dramatically. I also went in on my parents a little as well, because I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, and that's also not wrong. Don't do that. But what I mean is, you just start to think, how would no one not know this, or how would you not put this together earlier, and things like that. But unfortunately, it is what it is. And especially in women, autism is diagnosed late, if you're lucky to even get a diagnosis, I think. And honestly, congratulations, because once you're aware of this, your life's going to get better, because you'll be to accommodate your life and hopefully not have as many problems now you're aware what's going on. So good luck with it. I really mean that. And I get it. I fucking get it. So good luck. Not good luck in a like good luck for your fucked way, in a like good luck heart, you know? Good luck. I said I'd stop sleeping with him, then slept with him to celebrate that decision. What is wrong with me? That's iconic. Again, my dating is I don't talk about dating because, well, I don't talk about dating online because my children would be mortified, and they can't even comprehend me even dating. But with that, I'd say, well, is it a celebration? Is it a celebratory win, sleeping with him again? Or is it just what? I think that depends on how you define celebrating. I would go and sleep with someone new and call that a celebration. Fuck it. Or his best friend, his brother. And this is why I don't talk about it online. Lovers, thanks for being here. Send in your unhinged dilemmas to the Panic Hotline. Support us by subscribing and sharing.